What's going on, guys? Parker here, and I am back with another video. And today I got my top 5 NBA player props for the day. And before we get into this video, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel down below, as well as giving this video a big thumbs up, because both of those things really help me out a ton. And they help push my content out to more and more people each and every single day, guys. So I really would appreciate it. And it's been awesome to see the growth as of late. And that is how you support me, for all those of you wondering. Just simply like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel, because I post content every single day on sports betting and post my player props every single day. Also, guys, before we get into these 5 plays, I want to tell you about Sleeper Fantasy, because they are running a free Anthony Davis square for today. You can get access to this free square for first-time depositors when you use my code FF23. That's code FF23. You'll also get an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500. Sleeper genuinely is the best DFS app. They have the best value every single day. They have the most, deals, discounted props, stuff like that. They also have the most free squares, stuff like that, and they're matching your first deposit up to $500. I have a code with literally every one of the apps, and Sleeper is the one I choose to promote because it's really, really a solid app. And the link to that will be down below in the description if you want to sign up. And make sure to use code FF23 if you do sign up, because that'll help out you, boy. But without further ado, let's get right into today's plays. Sorry. LeBron James, over 24.5 points versus the Clippers. So he's over this line in both matchups versus the Clippers so far this season. He's averaging 30 points per game versus the Clippers this season. He's over this line in 5 of his last 6 games. This is a huge game for the Lakers. LeBron will play heavy minutes and have a heavy usage in this matchup. We know this game is very important for the Lakers. They are trying to dig themselves out of that play-in. And I believe they're like 3 games out of, let me check right now. Yeah, the Lakers are 3 games out of the 6th seed. So they're definitely trying to dig themselves out of that play-in, get that 6th seed. So they have a big game against the Clippers tonight. Every game is a big game from here on out. LeBron is over this line in 5 of his last 6 games. Huge game for the Lakers. LeBron will play heavy minutes, and he'll have a ton of usage in this matchup. Overall, I think LeBron dominates this matchup. He always plays well against the Clippers. He's going to do it once again tonight. So LeBron James, over 24.5 points versus the Clippers, is my first play of the day. Next up, I got James Harden, over 28.5 points plus assists versus the Lakers. So in the 4 games without Paul George this season, he's had 28 or more points plus assists in every single one of those games. He's been right there at least. Over in his last game versus the Lakers with 33, the Lakers allowed the 6th most points per game in the NBA to point guards this season. More assist opportunities with no Paul George tonight. There will be plenty of opportunities for Harden to facilitate. Overall, I definitely think this is a matchup that Harden's going to dominate tonight. The Lakers do play at a pretty decently fast pace, so the game will get sped up a little bit. The Lakers' defense has been absolutely atrocious as of late as well, and the Lakers have been scoring at a high rate, so the Clippers will definitely have to keep up. No Paul George tonight. Harden is going to have pretty much all of those ball handling responsibilities, and I think he's up for the challenge. I think he's going to have a big game tonight, so James Harden, over 28.5 points plus assists versus the Lakers, is my second play of the day. Next up, I got Anthony Edwards, under 27.5 points versus the Grizzlies. So he's under this line in 2 of the 3 games versus the Grizzlies this season. His only game over was with 28. The Grizzlies allowed the 6th fewest points per game in the NBA to shooting guards over the last month. The Grizzlies play tenacious, ugly basketball. Good chance that they make it a low-scoring match. The one thing we know about this Grizzlies team is they play ultra aggressive and they are ultra competitive. This team does not have much talent at all. After all the injuries and everything like that, they don't have much talent at all. However, they're going to play their ass off each and every single possession, and that's what we're going to see here today. We're going to continue to see them play their ass off constantly. We're going to continue to see them make things hard and make life difficult for the star players such as Anthony Edwards. And the only game he went over when he had 28, he had 2 points at halftime. So, I mean, he just got really freaking hot. I don't see that happening today. I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. So, Anthony Edwards, under 27.5 points versus the Grizzlies, is my third play of the day. Next up, I got Darius Garland over 21.5 points plus assists versus the Bulls. So Garland's over this line in 3 of his last 4 games. He's over this line in 8 of his last 9 versus the Bulls. The Bulls have been in the middle of the pack versus point guard scoring over the last month. Nothing special defensively there. The Bulls have allowed the fourth most assists per game to point guards over the last month as well. So they've definitely been struggling a bit versus the point guard position. They have not been dominant versus the point guard position at all. Garland, for him, this line is just simply too low. It's disrespectful. I know Garland's been struggling as of late, but getting this line at 21.5 when at certain points this year this line was at 30.5 is just ridiculous. We got to take the over here. We got to smash the over, and I'm loving this over. So Darius Garland over 21.5 points plus assists versus the Bulls is my fourth play of the day. Next up, I got Brandon Ingram over 32.5 PRA versus the Pacers. Pacers allow the sixth most points per game in the NBA to small forwards this season. Pacers allow the fourth most rebounds per game in the NBA to small forwards this season. And the Pacers allow the 10th most assists per game in the NBA to small forwards this season. So overall, the Pacers struggled drastically versus the small forward position. So this should definitely be a matchup that Brandon Ingram should be able to dominate. He gets this team that we know is just horrible defensively. They're really bad at guarding, both forwards. So I wouldn't mind a Zion play today either. And overall, I think this is a game where Brandon Ingram's going to have a big all-around game. I could definitely see like a 25-point, 7 assists, 7 rebound kind of night from Ingram. And if he does that, obviously he'll soar over this line. So Brandon Ingram over 32.5 PRA versus the Pacers is my fifth and final play. So those were my top 5 NBA player props for the day. Like I said, if you enjoyed this video and you do want to see more content from me, I upload new videos every single day. But also make sure to click my link tree down below to make sure to follow me on Twitter and TikTok as well, because I post content on there every single day as well. And also, guys, make sure to sign up for Sleeper Fantasy if you haven't already and get access to this free Anthony Davis Square today. And you can get access to that, of course, by using code FF23 for an 100% match on your first deposit up to $500. That's code FF23. And yeah, that's really all I got for today, guys. I'm really confident in these plays. I think we're going to sweep the slate. And without further ado, I'll see you all in the next one.